Okay, welcome back to Faction Wars, where we are beginning halfway through a turn. By the looks of it, we are currently approaching the town of Sheltenberg, which is one of the Warlocks' towns. We've not had too many encounters with the Warlocks so far, but we can't quite reach their town. I'm hoping once we get into here, we can potentially go to the Black Tower to upgrade our Red Dragons into Black Dragons. That would be really nice. Also, continuing, of course, to be aggressive against Red, we do have the approach of Baroque to worry about, so we're just going to go to the Xanadu, which is +1 to each of our primary skills, and we've already visited all of this stuff, so we're going to move to the west. Can't really get too close, but we should at least be able to cut Baroque off before he can attack Lakeside, so let's go for that. I should also mention before we go any further, just to acknowledge those of you watching this in real time, it has of course been a bit of a delay once again since the previous episode, so I do apologize for that. I was not expecting the release of Factory Heroes 3 to happen right after the release of the previous episode. That was pretty unfortunate timing, and it would not have been a big brain YouTuber move to prioritize a 25-year-old game over the month-old mod, so I hope you understand. But hopefully we can get this finished off pretty soon. I think we are approaching the end game. I don't really know what we can do with Dimitri. He's not got a whole lot left to do. So if we look at Orange, who we do of course want to finish off, there's Ergun, who's very weak. There's the Armada base, also very weak. There's a hero to the north in the shadows, but we can't see what they are. Savan's not really strong enough. We do have in our town Slogan, who is actually really good now, level 16, 17 defense skill. Good spellcasting as well, but I'm not actually sure where we get him from. I feel like our priority for the gold should probably be to deal the death blow to Orange. I think we save the gold we could spend on Salogan. There is the option of spending gold on Pandora. She can pick up some Crusaders, for example. I think though that this isn't really the place we need gold the most. We can't really get our spell points back by wasting a turn in the town. It's not really worth it. So I think there is this stuff we can pick up as well. We do have the option of going north and taking Yellow's lands, but I think first thing I'd like to do is to deal with what I already know, which is Craghack and our previous town of Weedpatch. Finally clear the Barbarian off our lands. So we're going to move in that direction first. I think we'll skip the Crystal Mine. We could potentially pick this stuff up with another hero, like Salogan, for example. But yeah, this particular hero I think should just focus on staying aggressive. This hero is possibly the one we go to attack with. If we look at Dimitri, he is level 17, 12, 10, 8, and 4. This guy is 7, 7, 5, 2. So Dimitri is significantly better, but I think he also has access to less good units. If we have a look in this town, let's see what we can get. So yeah, as I thought, this is a pretty weak town, can't really get too much. We could potentially pass some units across. Let's see how close we can get. Actually very close. We would have to break through several trolls, but I think that's doable. I think that makes sense as the best option. I've already visited the stables, so can't get extra movement points from that. So 25,000 to spend. Not actually too much here either. So there's Royal Mummies. One option would be to pick up Salogan in this town instead. This town should have quite a lot. Yep, 7 Bone Dragons. 20 Vampires, which we would have to upgrade. But there are definitely some options there. We could chain those across. That might be a little bit too elaborate though. This should be quite doable. So yeah, let's go for the Royal Mummies and perhaps the Skeletons as well. Although this guy's not a necromancer, so skeleton's less important. If we go over to this town, we should probably also pick up what little we can. So a couple of Royal Mummies, that's literally it though. Okay. Let's just check we don't need to spend gold anywhere else. So this guy, I think, could actually go aggressive. If we have a look at this, Yokozun's not too strong. Purple could come up from this direction with stronger heroes, but we should have warning of that. Brownston should be very beatable. And yeah, Yokozun, at this point, we don't need to be scared of him anymore. We can go pretty aggressive. Do we just stay in the town? We have, of course, already moved. Do we have spell points left to get? No, we don't. Okay, in this case, it might actually make sense to spend some gold here and to go aggressive from this way. So a couple of titans. That's going to help. And 10 rocks, perhaps. Let's look at our other options. So 10 Archmagi could work. I guess it is really the gems that are stopping us from getting more titans, so we can fix that pretty quick. One more of those. 3 more Archmagi, and that should probably be good enough. Don't want to take the other units because they will drop our morale. Yeah, let's just go in this direction. Okay, so that just leaves Dimitri, who is going to wait here for extra forces to come along. Is it worth trading for some more creatures? Probably not. We should have enough, I think. And yeah, we can get very close. Okay, let's take all of those units. We should maybe also take some of this stuff. So, ranged units, we don't really have too many. This kind of thing is not needed on Savan. Rest of these things, not too important. I guess Golden Bow could technically still be useful, so let's go for that. Then we're going to go to the east. Let's just check we can definitely do this. Yeah, so several trolls, that should be fine. We don't have the best offensive potential, but no losses expected. So we will have to wait a turn to get onto the ships, but that's fine. That seems worth it. I'm not going to spend any gold on upgrading towns. We're going to hold back on getting whichever one it was, Salogan or Savan, the one we don't have. Okay, so red squeezes past. Orange does come down with 1 hero, in fact, comes down with 2. And wow, okay. Green player has been vanquished. Okay, so the Warlock is out. Very few encounters with them. Okay, so it's Jacqueline, who is actually pretty tough. 6 black dragons. Lots of centaurs. Some bone dragons. There was also this hero who came up. Okay, so this is Synoptic. This should be the strongest of Red's heroes. Not red, purple. Let's check that. Yep, so really good stats. Doesn't have the black dragons, which is good. Not sure who this is for yellow. Red, as we can see, very weakened. Orange is more or less out. Let's just double check that. So if we have a look, there's Voland, who's very weak. There's Deep, who's also very weak, and Ergen as well. Okay, so if this guy chooses to land, we should be able to chase him down. Let's go for this. Free level up, let's take it. Let's go for Advanced Wisdom. Shouldn't need our spell points back. Oh, we do in fact, okay. Get our spell points back. Jump into the ship, and yeah, can hopefully chase Deep down. Okay, this guy is going to go back to where he was, because this is... he's more likely to attack in this direction, I think. Can't actually get back to the ship, let's go for the gold. Okay, this hero next, let's go for the halflings. You get quite a few, we get the telescope as well. More resources to be claimed to the west. Okay, this hero next. 4 trolls will join us for 8,400 gold. I don't think so. Take the XP. And how close can we get? We can get reasonably close. We could also go to the magic well, which does get us our 18 spell points back. How much do we care for 18 spell points? This guy is pretty tough. Should probably play it safe. Could go for the several trolls there. I guess we should, because someone else will come through at some point. Claim the mine. I'm not sure it's worth using our movement points on, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so Baroque is going to waste a lot of our movement points. But yeah, we should be able to beat him. He didn't want to fight us, even without our spellcasting. This hero is getting weaker. We have to be careful of that. I think, as usual, going for this at least once does make sense. These will move next. 4 bone dragons do move pretty soon. But we should be able to stop them from reaching us. So let's go for these. Goes for the curse on those, that's fine. So the Bone Dragons move next. If we move to here, we should be able to block them from the Titans. If they get attacked instead, that's completely fine. So we kill 2 of those off. Wow, 96 elementals per summon. That's getting kind of crazy. These, I guess, go for a bit of a block, which should stop the Nomads from reaching us. These will do the same. Okay, those miss their turn, that's fine. I'm going to move these down. They miss their turn. We'll go for the attack on these. Goes for Curse on the Titans, that's fine. These will skip their turn, stay defensive. These go for the block. Don't really think we need to change anything, let's just skip this turn. These skip the turn too. These go forward. Goes for anti-magic on the skeletons. These things can reach our Titans. Titans miss their turn through morale. Thought our morale was better than that. We do get 54 skeletons back. We don't lose any of our Titans, which is the important thing. So I think we just press ahead. And if we have a look at purple... yeah, we should be able to break through that, that's fine. This guy, yeah, he does have all of his spell points. 8 of 16 unicorns will join us for... I think for the morale hit, we're going to say no. Can do it with no losses. Can't quite reach the town. Could go to the standing stones, or could prioritize just getting in the way of the town, which might be the better choice. I'm not sure if they can still get through us. I think they have to go through us to get back into the town. So that seems to make sense. Then we go back to this hero. This fight could be pretty tough. I think we split these up, just in case the 1 stack is helpful. So 4 losses expected to the Phoenixes. I didn't mean to accept that. Forgot how that works. Okay. I'm not gonna reload. I'll accept the 4 losses. It's fine. We can now upgrade our red dragons. So 5 black dragons, that's a lot better. And I think we do want to go towards Synoptic. We are slightly weaker than we were. Let's see. What can we recruit to slow him down? Does this make any difference? So he comes in with several red dragons, they're pretty fast. I think we should get a chance to attack. We could take out some halflings. So yeah, I will buy these units. This is kind of expensive. What I could do is I could pick up Sir Logan in this town, and then if there's enough to pick up... No, it's been completely emptied out. Okay. Still, I think we do get him. This seems like a good place. So we'll pick him up. We could potentially take some of the knight units. Just to confirm, we can't get through because there is a hero on the hex or the tile in front of our town, which means, by extension, this town should also be safely blocked off. That's good to know. Okay, so Sir Logan, I think we'll take a couple of units. Let's take 1 pikeman just in case. These units are going to be way too slow for us, but just have to see what we can do. I don't think we get rid of them because they do help us retreat at some point. Sir Logan will keep the bulk of the units. Sulfur mine there can be claimed, but not a priority. Okay, we're going to see if we can get to the town of Alamar, which is a strange choice of name. I guess we should actually go to the fairy ring. It's a bit of a detour, but this could be a big fight. And Sir Logan goes west. We'll take this. Spell point situation is not good, so let's go to the well. Grab some gold. Doesn't quite work. Okay, we seem to be entering Purple's lands. Pretty close to the observation tower. Quite a lot of gold we can spend. Where can we do that the most productively? I think, if anything, this area seems to be the place that could get raided. Let's see who else popped up in our tavern. So, Darlana the Necromancer, she's level 12. She doesn't have any artifacts. Skills not great. She's got Eagle Eye. Well, the rest of her skills aren't bad, but yeah, no point thinking about that. Could we build in our other towns. I think could probably argue to get the unicorns. That might make sense. This town could also be attacked, but I don't think we can put him off, no matter what we do. So let's spread these out, and I think we should also actually have a look at this. So this was actually level 4, perhaps should have upgraded it, but we can come back in this direction. Don't currently have enough gems. Okay, I think we do save our resources. If we look in this town, we can pick up some kind of defense, but shouldn't be too much of a need for that. Let's end the turn there, and let's see what happens. So this was unexpected. So they have got a pretty tough force. They go straight for the curse. They get the morale with those. So that explains partly why this didn't go so well. Armageddon could be an interesting choice. Perhaps if we had anti-magic, do that first. I think Chain Lightning is the obvious choice. This does 325 points of damage, which could also be good. 77 spell points. Could also go for Blind. I think we start with Chain Lightning on this stack. Does do a good amount of damage. These guys will get to attack us, will do quite a lot to us. Not too much these can do other than attack. Let's just go for it. Those rush forward, no morale on those, which is good. We have taken out most of the Crusaders, and we are now free to go for another spell, so I think we Chain Lightning once again. Does a nice amount. We can kill off 3 of these. They go for the Disrupting Ray. We can hopefully finish these off without taking a loss. The luck does help us out, although not really needed. How are we doing? 33 hit points to go. Could Cure make a difference at this point? 65 hit points back. 6 kills if we go for those. They have 4 speed. So if we move down to there, we should be safe. And if we do that, then perhaps Chain Lightning makes more sense. So these things have... We could kill off most of them, but not all of them. 325. Can we do better? Let's see how much they did. So they did 66 damage. We can restore 65 hit points. I think we do Lightning Bolt and move down. If he goes for a damaging spell, I'm pretty sure we take a loss. If he gets morale, same thing. But no, we do take that. We're down to 9 hit points though at this point. Probably not too much we can do. So if we move down to there, we should be safe from not the goblins, only the Ogre Lords. There's no way of getting past the goblins. I think we have to accept the loss of a Titan. We could blind the goblins, but then we get attacked by the Orc Chiefs. The Orc Chiefs did 24 damage before. This is of course Crag Hack, who does typically have high attack in any game. Yeah, so blinding the goblins, we definitely take a loss to the Titans. We could go for Cure, but then as soon as these attack us, we surely take some losses. Steel Skin comes in too late. Meteor Shower. Yeah, I think it's 1 loss no matter what. 134 kills if we go for this. We could blind... No, there's no way. We can't do anything about it. I will try curing, but I already know it's not going to make a difference. Okay, goes for Curse. These things can indeed reach us. We do indeed take the loss. Okay, at this point, we don't have too many spell points left. I think we go for Meteor Shower on these 2 stacks. Perhaps go for the attack on this. We have lost quite a few of our hit points. Can't quite reach the Orc Chiefs. I think we still move away. Okay. Might yet take another loss. I'm playing with fire. If I move towards these, he could Lightning Bolt again. But AI is not always smart enough to do that. If we do that, we at least get away from the Ogre Lords. I think we take our chances. Yeah, they do Lightning Bolt again. Okay. Hopefully this won't result in even more losses. So we can kill 4 off. If he Lightning Bolts again, Okay, we might be taking yet another loss. Okay, I shouldn't have played around with that. Still, I think this is the strongest of yellow. We were right to take the fight. Nope, they break through somewhere else, and yeah, as expected, orange is perhaps coming to raid us. So Logan does get attacked. This hero has 300 centaurs. Okay, so heavy loss is pretty much guaranteed. Could we at least go for the no mass damage spells? Fireball, 100 points of damage, lightning bolt, 250. We should go for this on the strongest stack we can, so these guys won't be finished off by it. I think we just weaken those. And then no point surrendering, I think we only killed 2 off, is that right? So close to killing a third. Okay, fine. Might as well retreat, no point surrendering in that situation. It's a shame we didn't quite make it to the observation tower. Purple is potentially going aggressive against our town, but that's fine. Okay, so deep has landed. I think what we do is perhaps we get Sir Logan back in this town. It is day 6, so we can't get reinforcements for a while. Okay, before we decide on that, let's make sure we definitely take this town back. Hopefully no losses here. Perfect. Then we go into the town, we get our spell points back. It's been completely emptied out, but that's fine. Important thing is we do take it back. We should probably also check out what's going on with... Where was it? Actually up here. We can't see what they have, but they are likely to break through, so I think we save our gold for Fountainhead. This hero doesn't have too much of importance to be doing, let's just check some of this stuff out. 13 fire elementals there if we want them. I think we just go... yeah, back in this direction. This hero could come down to try to cut deep off, but he's going to need some extra units. So what we could do is we could pick up Sir Logan in this town, grab the extra units, go east, pass them across, bring Savan down. Next turn, perhaps? Depends. Is this guy a threat to take the town? So he has lots of skeletons. We should be almost strong enough to hold the town. Depends what he has in the way of spell points. I think we go for few heroes. Nope, that's the wrong one. I think we go for Identify Hero. So we can see he's got... okay, he's got 12 spell power, 14 knowledge, level 18. 16 Medusas as well. So he's their best hero. I think actually Sir Logan might not win that fight. Let's check his spells again. So yeah, he still doesn't have that chain lightning. I'm not sure he wins. If this guy starts going for lightning bolt, that could be too much. Okay, let's come back to that. Let's go for this instead. 1 loss expected. That's fine. We'll go for Advanced Wisdom because we do have a chance to get some extra spells. This has in fact gone all the way up to level 4, so we got Berserker. That's a really good one. Set Air Guardian's not great. Teleport is good. Mass Cure, of course, is good. We actually only have Advanced Wisdom, so there's no point going for Mage Guild level 5. Extra units we can recruit, everything has been emptied out. Okay, I think we go west. This is actually not as clear-cut as I thought. He is pretty strong. But 50 spell points, 7 spell power. This guy's no slouch either, but I'd be tempted to take my chances. In a way though, it's borderline enough that Sir Logan might be the right choice. His spells won't be as good, but he will be able to take Berserker. Let's see how many times he can cast. So he has 64 spell points, which means he can cast it 5 times. This guy can only cast it 4 times. There's not much difference in that. I'm gonna try it. So +1 spell power, we go for this. Victory is indeed expected. We should get the first move. Yep, so I think we perhaps berserk these units. Yep, so that should cause them to attack the unicorns. Of course, the unicorns won't retaliate, which is one downside of that approach, but I think we should try and weaken those. Boars do get to move pretty soon, but they can't reach us. 4 to 6 kills on these. I think we'll go for these. Okay, so they get lucky against their own allies, kill 5 of them off. These go for a bit of a block. Go for anti-magic on those, okay, that's fine. These don't come too far forward. These move next, so we'll weaken them some more. Do take the hit completely fine. If we go forward, these have just the 3 speed. We'll start moving across. Then these are free to attack, 5 to 10 kills on these. Steel golems are yet to move. Could go for the unicorns instead, 5 to 9 kills on those. The thing is, I think turn order, if I understand it correctly, could swap in the next round. Perhaps not though, steel golems move next. I guess I'm less worried about what these can do, so I'll go for these. So 59 damage done. These are the next stack to move, 191 hit points on those. Could berserk again. So if we berserk these, we not only cause them to attack their own friends, but we also stop them being able to attack us. If we berserk these instead, they're too close to the Titans that it could backfire, so I think we go for these. Weaken these. They go for the lightning bolt, which does 206 points of damage, but we do take it. Okay, unicorns could do some damage to us. The berserk does waste those units' time. I think we try to kill one more of these off, which does succeed. These go forward for the attack on the druids. These things come up to attack us, 36 damage, so we are just about hanging on. If we go for the mass attack on these two, I think the golems can't reach us. Nope, I'm incorrect, and they do get luck, but we don't quite take a loss. Okay, next round begins. We can kill 3 of these off. Perhaps we... 9 hit points left. It's pretty difficult at this point to save a red dragon. We could go for Cure's not going to work. Teleport also won't work. Surprisingly, we don't have blind. But I'm pretty sure the boars would have got the kill, regardless. I guess. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. I think we prioritize saving the Titans instead. I think that's the best thing we can do this turn. Okay, they go for that, so they do get their kill regardless. These skip their turn. Do some damage to these. So 210 hit points to go on this stack. That should be fine. This stack is yet to move. Perhaps we pull back in that case. These have 49 spell points left. So I guess we do stay aggressive. Shouldn't take an extra loss. So they do get the morale, which I didn't know they could do that. Golems get morale in this game. I'm not used to that. Okay, so boars move pretty soon. 118 hit points left to go on this stack, so I think we weaken this stack. They go for the lightning bolt once again. Pretty sure we did take an extra loss, I think. The Titans. Then can go for this, absorb the retaliation. There shouldn't be a need to do that. Magic arrow does do full damage against steel golems. It's a little bit wasteful, but not clear what else we can do. I'll send these forward as bait. Okay, they do survive, and opponent does get to flee, so we take a few losses to high-value units, but I think that is worthwhile. We'll go for estates, and can't get back to get our spell points back. If we were to go aggressive in this direction, we can see we have Sir Gallant there. Only level 5, has a strong force of mixed wizard knight units. Okay, gonna go back to this guy first, and I can't quite remember what happened to purple. I guess he fell back. So Gem is coming towards us in this town, which should need defending in theory, but I think I'm more interested in chasing Yokusen down. We got our upgrade to the dragons. Do we perhaps come back, pick up some phoenixes next week? Could grab Sir Logan in one of these towns. Still going to be at least 2 more days till we can get those. Yeah, a bit annoyed I clicked the auto-resolve in that previous battle, but never mind. These things happen. Okay. Gonna go aggressive in this direction because I believe it will be more fruitful. Get some extra spell power, that's definitely going to be helpful. More stats available too. I'm gonna spread these out just in case. Pretty sure they won't go aggressive against me, but we'll see. There is an observation tower there, which could be interesting. We can't quite reach Zanzibar, so we'll go to the gazebo. Take the wood. And nope, we can't reach next turn because of that. I thought we'd surely be able to make it. Okay, never mind. Okay, I don't think we want to go for this. It's not clear cut, but that seems like the wrong choice. Okay, so don't get distracted by deep, stay aggressive, take their final town. Voland might run off, but we'll see if we can corner him. Okay, so the choice is we could try and get Sir Logan back in this town, but he's not going to be strong enough to hold off Gem. We could get him around here instead, so we can transport some phoenixes across to Sir Sargon, but Sir Sargon should be strong enough as he is. So I think this seems like the most useful place he can go. Grab the extra units. So 20 vampires, is it worth going for vampire lords? It's probably overkill, but a stack of 20 vampire lords should do extremely well. And this should be enough to deal the killing blow to orange. Don't think we even want these slow units. Okay, other things we could pick up, 12 liches if we want to. I don't think we need to. Royal mummies at least won't slow us down, but again, we should be fine without those. Let's go. Already visited stables, let's go aggressively in this direction. We will chase these down. Spell point situation is pretty much fine, but we'll take the extra 6. Take all the buffs we can. Wasn't much point doing that, I guess, but never mind. This guy can come back, get the units, but then can't go too much further, so I think we focus him on returning to the town instead. Okay, so 7,000 left we can spend. There aren't too many towns immediately threatened. This one is threatened, but no units available to recruit. 3 black dragons come in next week. I guess this town could be attacked pretty soon, so we should save some gold for that. End the turn there. Red does re-emerge, yellow goes back, but attacks with other heroes. I didn't think they could reach already. Would have split these units if I knew. Okay. Let's move down. Gonna try relying on the towers. Okay, goes for the resurrection, but they missed their turn through morale. Spell options, we've got Cold Ray, we've got Magic Arrow, which we can go for 6 times, we can go for this 3 times. This is slightly more efficient. Okay, resurrects once again. I'm not sure if he's going for true resurrection or normal resurrection. Cold Ray this stack. Cold Ray them once again, because they are the immediate threat. These guys probably skip their turn. I guess it's fine if we go up. Resurrects once again, goes for the peasants. This time round, no spell points left, so this is pretty much the end. Let's just finish in auto. So we do a little bit of damage. Purple goes back, takes that town with a different hero who might be Yokusin. Surprised not Yokusin, Synoptic. Several black dragons now. So he got tougher. YH, really terrible amount of movement points. I was sure we could have at least reached this. The good news is it's day 7, which means we can take it before they reinforce. But red is coming back with Baroque once again in this direction. So we need to spend some spell points, or gold, not spell points. Need to spend some gold here for sure. We're going to need probably to spend most of the gold here. If we look in this direction instead, UAC is back with several green dragons. Ari there is not too tough. Okay, so several green dragons is no joke. We should probably, or if we could, we'd get extra units from here. I think we take our chances because our spellcasting is good. We could try Mage Guild level 3. I'm not sure there's much great we can get here, but we're going to try and get as strong as we can before we go for this. This could go wrong, but we're going to try it. So, loss is expected. I guess there's not too much we can do to our spells against the green dragons. Try going for Steel Skin or something. So, units that immediately threaten us, there are only really 2 good stacks, so this is one of them. I think Steel Skin makes more sense. We don't need to kill these units this round. Yeah, don't think these other options make too much difference. We'll go for the Steel Skin, we'll go for the attack on the strongest stack we can. They go for haste on those, okay, that could be dangerous. Do at least get to retaliate, so they do 133 damage. This time round, we do, I think, go for Chain Lightning. This will do possibly friendly fire damage, although not quite. Okay, that's good. Still coming off better in this fight. Hydras, I don't think can reach us. Did we just lose 2 Titans to 1 Lightning Bolt? Did that just happen? Lightning Bolt does 475 points of damage. Okay. Ours does 350. But we can't really beat the green dragons like that. So, pretty sure we lose. Should at least survive the round, I guess, but... One kill if we go for that. We go for this instead, 1 kill on those. So, green dragons did 130 damage. So this stack has about 650 hit points to go. So we can afford to lose a little bit, but not much. So these things will lose about a quarter of their damage potential. So they'll do about 100 damage. Practically they get to attack twice. So they do about 200 points of damage. Then Hydras can reach us. 475 points of damage from the lightning bolt. I think we gotta surrender. Yikes, okay. Quite a few setbacks. Are we strong enough to go straight to the west? Surprised he got so far. Our units aren't that slow. Is this worth spending gold on? I'm assuming it's not. Yeah, 6 of those, we don't care, they're really slow. 2,000 gold for 67,000 XP. I know I should say yes. I'm gonna say yes. It's not gonna make much difference, but let's do it. 41 red dragons. If I could get them to join me, I'd try. We do go for the spell points. Keep going west. This is dangerous. But he can't pick up reinforcements this turn. We still have better spell casting. We'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sure we don't want to go back to challenge Baroque. We do want defenders in this town. Do we go for the upgraded mansion? We need a lot more gems for that. I'll go for a turret. In fact, I don't want to take chances because he is going to cast spells. Let's get as much as we can. Okay, so we'll go to the water wheel because we might as well go the scenic route. Doesn't make too much difference at this point. Go to the west. Zom is maybe strong enough to take this on. He should certainly go defend. We could just spend all the gold on this. I'm gonna do that for fun. Should be enough to make a difference. Then we've still got this guy who cannot quite reach. Okay, so extra units we could pick up. If we do some trading, we could pick up some mutant zombies or some skeletons. I think we don't bother. Keep this guy separate. Go down to this. Okay, Dimitri next. Voland does not try to flee. We're expected to lose 5 vampire lords. We really don't want that to happen. It's obviously a spell. Death wave. 80 points of damage. We don't have a weaker one. Okay, we're gonna kill our own swordsman, but it's worth it. Don't want him casting a spell. No? Ah, we're immune to it. I forgot about that. Okay, that's good. Alright, so Ergen next. Very few losses expected. We're just going to accept that. Go into the town. It does have a level 5 mage guild with Summon Earth Elemental. Berserker, Mass Haste. Okay, that's maybe a reason to be cautious of Deep, who does have good spell casting. He starts summoning Earth Elementals. That's going to be bad. I'm going to try and bring these units back. Can this hero help? He might be better off picking up reinforcements. Okay, down in this direction, I think we hold our position. Maybe go for this. Can still get back, so we get our spell points back next turn. Okay, so Synoptic is really scary. I'm not sure how we deal with Orange's elemental summoning, but we'll see. Gonna end the turn there. So red goes back, yellow takes that base back because I should have got back my other hero. Orange staying aggressive, and okay. I forgot to get back the hero who surrendered. That's really bad. I think she might be gone. Elemental Storm could be interesting. But wow. His stats are so good that we have a hard time against these dragons. Spell options are actually not that good. Blind. Could go for blind on these, I guess. 20 giants, that's more than I thought. So Elemental Storm, 525 points of damage. 180 steel golems. Okay, I've bitten off more than I can chew. Wow. We're quite reliant on Lightning Bolt. 785 points of damage. Doesn't help against these. It's obviously better against the halflings than blind. These can't safely go forward. 5 to 11 kills, yep. Gotta rely completely on spellcasting. We'll see what we can do. I have a feeling this is almost certainly a loss. We do have slow as well, which will of course last a long time, but this guy is going to be smart enough to go for cure. Has all of his spell points. I'm going to remove these now. And I hate to skip the turn, but it's not clear what we do in this situation. Yeah, because at least this way the giants can't reach us. I'm going to move down. Goes for the blind on the phoenixes, and actually goes defensive with the black dragons, which is a really strange choice. These are yet to move. They do move before the Medusas, which means they can't get through. But then, we'd have to take on steel golems, which we don't want to do. We're happy to hang back. Going fully defensive. Okay, might have to try and exploit the AI here, but I doubt it'll work. Okay, gets morale on those, that's really bad. What else can we do? We could lightning bolt this stack, kill 5 off, that helps. Yep, I'm going to start getting rid of these. If he can upgrade those to Titans, that's going to be really bad. We want those dead. Then... very few kills, even with the Black Dragons. And could we actually double attack? So if we sent the rocks down to attack, both the Medusas and the Steel Golems could go for those. I think we skip the turn. Goes for blind on those, that's fine. He's going to have to wake something up with the golems. These things get lucky, they do 30 damage, which is actually not too bad. They choose not to attack with those. A new round has begun. I think perhaps we bolt these, then attack. That way we're at least doing something. Okay, this time round they do go aggressive. They actually don't manage to kill us with 8 black dragons, which maybe changes the way I saw this. I will go for this. So we find him hard to kill, but he finds us hard to kill. We do lose our first black dragon there. The next round has begun. Do we just attack the black dragons? Is there anything we can do to make that easier? Yeah, their immunity to magic makes this less straightforward. I think we keep bolting these. And we could go for this. It depends how worthwhile the rocks attack is. It's the only way we can damage them. If we kill these off instead, these can then reach us. So we either attack the black dragons, or do nothing. I think we do nothing. Okay, but they do get the lucky strike, and they do a big chunk of damage to us. These things won't kill off these unless they get lucky. Do we chance that? I think we take our chance. So yep, those do survive. These things continue to waste their time. We can go for another spell. I think we lightning bolt these once again. They're down to 5. Skip our turn again. Go for blind on those. They get lucky yet again with their 7 black dragons, so our black dragon stack is pretty much out now. I'm going to wipe these out. Then if I go for this, 180 of the steel golems can then reach me. If I go for this, they can also reach me. So I think maybe I try and bait them into multi-attack. It'll at least wake my pikemen up. But it's the phoenixes I want. I could also go for Elemental Storm, but that will only wake up the veteran pikemen and I guess the rocks. But otherwise do more harm than good. I suppose I do have Mass Cure. Or do I? I can't remember. I think we don't attack. I'm gonna go back. Okay, they are some incredibly lucky black dragons. RNG not in my favour in this fight. Okay, what else could we do? So we could start resurrecting creatures, 1,000 hit points back. That's pretty good. Obviously can't do it on these. Spell point situation, still got 168 to go. Here's a similar number. But even the F-Heroes 2 AI, I don't believe is that smart. So the Mass Cure could help us. It is possible to attack in that direction, okay. And that way we don't have to deal with retaliation. I'll go for the Mass Cure. Then do I go for this? No. I'll go to the corner. These get to move next. We go for this attack, which does do some damage to the black dragons for free, and we do get morale if we want it. Do get a kill if we go for this. I think we do, because we can go for resurrection on this stack. We go for blind, and then they unblind them, so F-Heroes 2 AI not covering itself in glory. These can't get far enough forward, but we will move them across. Okay. Simple choice here, we go for resurrection. Get these all back. Go for this attack. We blind once again, then unblind, so F-Heroes 2 AI is really being caught out here. We go for the attack with this. These guys can then also reach. Definitely do that. These lucky halflings are incredibly annoying. Okay, so we can resurrect again if we want to. Perhaps we are better off starting to thin out the steel golems. We can do a nice amount of those. Could also slow them, but I think best thing to do for now is still resurrect. Then we go for this. We do get lucky. So 2 black dragons down, they blind again, but this time they do choose to attack the black dragons instead. We'll go for this attack, then we go for this one. Okay, a new round has begun. I think we do go for the cure. These should take the retaliation. Okay, that stat goes down. These now pull back. Go for blind on those, that's fine. So at this point, if we kill these off, I wonder if that tempts him to start going for damaging spells instead. Although even if he does, he can't deal with the black dragons. So 210 points of damage. Yeah, I'll kill these off first. These pull back. These are just gonna lurk. Guess we're blind on those, that's fine. At this point, if he wants to unblind us himself, that's fine. We kill 6 at a time. Buffs them up. Does go for the attack. Kinda surprised. Okay, I think we don't want this stack involved because there are 1 stack immune to damaging spells. We could go for resurrection, but might be better off curing first. These go to the corner. These go for this. Okay, they go for the haste. They finish off the phoenixes. They have 5 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't reach us. 111 spell points left to go. That should be enough. Bring these back. Skip the turn. Go for the attack. They blind us once again. That's fine though. They do get luck and morale though. So they're still overwhelming us with BS. Bring some of these back. Skip the turn. They go for blind on those. Kill off the phoenixes. This is tough. Do we keep resurrecting, or... I feel like this is more guaranteed to work. It's tough because of the haste, but I guess we could also try slowing. Okay, they bloodlust as well. They do go back down to those. How much does slow cost? It's pretty cheap. I'll go for that. Drag them to the corner. Okay, they're not going to fall for that. Never mind. Okay, Magic Arrow is going to win us this battle. They can get morale though, have to remember that. Oh, that's a serious point actually. We do not want that to happen. I could blind them. Ah, is this the right choice? I'm sure we want these back. Thing is, he's going to keep blinding himself, which is really frustrating. He's going to get 2 to 4 kills, which is not really enough. Do we try to overwhelm? So 5 to 10 kills with these. They are a lot weaker now. We bring the rocks back. I think we do that. Okay, now do we go all-out attack? Or do we wait? Also bless. The bless makes a difference of very few kills. Magic Arrow is a lot better. Do we resurrect one more time? I think we don't. I think we go for this. Wait. How do the mechanics work in this game? Okay, we move these away. So we could go blind them again, but that doesn't really help us. I think we go for this again. Then... I know he's going to go for the blind, but I don't care that much. I think we skip this round, perhaps. Maybe should have slowed him before unblinding, because he can now blind the rocks before we attack. So I think we skip this turn. Skip this round altogether. Let's go for the blind. His spell points are healthier than ours. I'm going to go to the corner. Do I wake myself up? No, I think we weaken these some more. Blinds those 2, wakes these up. This time round he can only kill 2 off at a time. So now... do we cure? Cure's actually surprisingly expensive in this game. I'm gonna try and fight them head on. Not sure that makes sense. These stay back, we don't want to involve them. Okay, so we lose those. Weaken these some more. Okay, bolts those back awake. Now perhaps... do we try resurrecting again? I think I think this could be a mistake. I think we focus on magic arrow. 7 of those left. There's still the risk of morale. Okay, no morale there. Let's go to the corner. Okay, 8 turns left on the haste. Spell points, 15 left. I did not mean to skip that turn. That was a misclick. That was a very costly misclick. Crap. Not good. Okay, you go to this corner. You go to this corner. Enough left over for that one final resurrect, but yeah, I don't think it's enough. Okay, chooses not to cast a spell. Now, do we go for this? Attempt to overwhelm. This would appear to be the moment to do it. We'll try it. So, these guys sacrifice themselves to take out the retaliation. Then these moves 6 to 12 kills. Then they get to move again. 6 to 12 kills once again, we go for it. Take the 1 loss there. 1 to 2 kills with our 1 black dragon, that's not really great. Just gotta try it. They go for blind on those, the black dragons take the hit. Still have a decent amount of hit points left. Let's get out. Okay, they do choose to wake those back up. We have to go for this, I think. They are very buffed, but it's the best we can do. Then, if we go for this, we should be able to take a hit. They go for blind on those, we do take the hit. I'm not sure that makes sense to do. Go back. Bloodlust those. Can our 5 of these beat these? They surely can. Do we keep the black dragons out? No, at this point, I think we involve them. Okay, so that magic arrow does a lot of damage. This is now looking really tight. That's the end of those. We do get luck. Goes for the haste. 30 points of damage. Bloodlust. 25. Ooh, could have done without that. Oh man, wow. That was maybe the craziest Heroes 2 fight I've ever had. But we need to get out of here. We need units. Wow. So the fight is not over. We have taken out his strongest force, but he will surely be back. Still has lots of units to use up. This feels like a good place to end it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.